again. Now, the Cancer Drugs Fund, which boosts NHS spending on medication for cancer, ends today after 5 years.
Patients like Ben Ashworth, who was diagnosed with bowel cancer, says that the treatment he got through the fund gave him valuable extra time with his family.
Well, Ben is joining us now, along with his wife, Louise, and also we have Mark Flannagan from the Beating Bowel Cancer charity. Good to see all of you this morning.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Ben, what have the last 4 years been like for you then, from that moment of diagnosis?
They're really, really hard. There's been some ups and downs. You know, I've had some good times and bad. But I think that the worst news for us came when I was given a terminal prognosis, almost a year after my initial diagnosis. I was told I had 6 to 12 months to live. And at that moment, obviously, my hopes and aspirations for the future, or the dreams I had of a long and happy marriage, you know, watching my daughters grow, all just evaporated. And that was shocking, genuinely shocking. And I'm, you know, really, really thankful that I've been able to access drugs through the Cancer Drugs Fund.
Yes, so just explain exactly how that's manifested itself and what happened through the fund.
Well, I received a treatment, a drug called cetuximab, which is a very expensive treatment. It's not available on the regular NHS. It's not NICE approved. So basically we had to apply to the Cancer Drugs Fund for special funding for that. We were successful. My cancer has the right mutation for that drug, so we were thankfully able to start that. We started that almost 3 years ago, and I've been, you know, doing well ever since. Really, I'm just really, really, genuinely just so sad that other people that come after me might be denied the same treatment that's given me so much life. And it's not about those 3 years. It's about any unit of time that can help someone. We've been really fortunate to have so much time, but even if somebody gets an extra month, that could mean the difference between reaching that special family milestone, that graduation, that special birthday, that wonderful family time. You know, that could be, you know, seeing a child grow. Our daughter, our youngest daughter, was 5 months when I was given her terminal prognosis. She couldn't speak, she couldn't tell me she loved me. Now we've been able to see her grow, and she's just about to start school in September, and that's all through the Cancer Drugs Fund and cetuximab. And we're so lucky, but genuinely so frightened for the people.
My goodness, well said on all of those things. I can see how emotional it is for you to get it out, because it means so much. But it must be hard for you as well, Louise, to see this and to feel that, you know, every day is so precious, and yet others might not have it now.
Yeah, definitely. I think I understand that money makes the world go around, right? I understand that, and I understand that principle. But when you want to put a price on, you know, seeing your child go to school, or I don't know how you can quantify that. And I think that just to be given an opportunity to even try.
One of the difficulties, of course, Mark, is that it's the NHS's job to quantify that, and they have a whole host of drugs they have to provide for people, and this is an expensive, as Ben was saying, this is a very, very expensive treatment.
Well, first, I mean, the Prime Minister, in this letter to the Chair of our Medical Board, called the Cancer Drugs Fund one of his proudest achievements in government. That's about to be undone. I think what we must realise is this isn't about throwing money at drugs. It's actually about having a fair system for appraising the value of drugs, the benefit of drugs. And NICE is now taking over the Cancer Drugs Fund, but actually its systems for appraising drugs were set up in 1999, the last century, before the iPod was invented. The world has gone on. 84,000 patients have had cancer drugs since then under the fund. They've benefited a lot. So median survival has gone up as a result of this. Yet the system is still saying, no, we're appraising drugs in the old way, not the new way. We need a better system. We need a system that looks at people like Ben and says, what happened to Ben and others like him? What can we learn from that? And bowel cancer drugs have been taking the hardest hit on the Cancer Drugs Fund. There's a red line through all of these drugs on the Cancer Drugs Fund. So if you're diagnosed now, you might get a good chance of getting the drug. If you're diagnosed in July, August, September, your chances are much lower. And what our medical board has called this is a retrograde step that will worsen cancer treatment.
Well, in a statement, a spokesperson for NICE has said that we want to ensure the NHS introduces the best of the new innovative cancer treatments while managing its resources carefully. NICE will be able to make decisions on cancer drugs faster than before. That's their position. Meanwhile, Ben, how are you feeling at the moment? I know you've already been for a run this morning, haven't you?
I think you've run 20 marathons?
21.
Sorry, 21.
Yeah, I'm doing great. You know, I'll be hurtling along on my bike, you know, going down a really big hill and just thinking to myself, well, how on earth can I have cancer? You know, and I'm doing really, really well. I know that there's not everybody that's as fortunate to be in my situation. I just feel so lucky, feel so thankful to have this time with my family. But yeah, I feel great, and you know, I think cancer in some ways has been great for my sporting career, and I just feel so lucky to have been able to raise awareness of bowel cancer and to run those marathons.
Can I just say that it does have chemotherapy every 2 weeks and still manages
still
to do
does all
that.
this. Superhuman.
You are
so it is
wonderful.
still continued treatment.
Well, look, we
Good
really
luck to you
appreciate you
all.
coming in and